Well, what you just figured out on the knife then was with the head movement going out to the sides and adding the extra step in and out. So I can see if you can do like 2, 3, 4 step in, 2, 3, 4 out, but really get that head off the line. See if that from the knife transfers into the Katana. Once again, I know the deflections, blocks, and the range are all very different, not as flexible, but the footwork is meant to be the same. So I reckon that should transfer through from the knife. Is there anything else you want to check on this, or you just want to see if you can transfer that lesson?
See if I can transfer it across.
Yeah, easy.
Yes, there's always more stuff with this. But
yeah, no worries.
I was getting ready.
You're good. Once again, the slow ones don't let you.
Yeah, I was getting ready to come in and under.
But was that like this is going like powered through?
Yeah. So I was thought, we'll
I think
just
I did it.
hop
I was
under.
like, I'm just gonna just like
you just
scoop it through.
You select it sort of thing. That's right. Once again, don't just rely on head movement.
Yeah, if you stepped with it as well, I probably would have underguarded the toe.
I just needed to.
You got my arm as well. I got past my elbow. I'm like, oh Jesus.
I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
I tried to move it with the end.
Oh yeah.
But I wasn't deep enough.
I think your tip was about mid-level on mine.
It wasn't deep
yours
enough.
Is looser.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I've realised I'm like, oh, I'm half behind yours.
Yeah, so I brought it down,
turn.
and it was
interesting. Actually, I may have pulled back off it to release it. I think I did that, and that's how you got under mine. Right. I think that's how you almost hit my elbow when I came through.
Yeah.
I'm also happy you did not hit my elbow.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? You didn't roll your head out of the way. It was right over where your head was before when you were stiff.
Right.
So I'm like, you did this and it went right there.
All I can think of is make sure it's on the side.
No, that was really good.
Yeah, but I don't want to rely on that.
I've come into the forearm, but as I've stepped in, you've pivoted out.
Yeah, and
so
I've
it's released the
released
pressure, which has let me just power through into the head.
It's that hole if you step around, it releases.
So the backwards Dorello pivots are helping you heaps in the medium to largo range. But the second we make those forearms, that's got to be the front.
I've got to drive.
It's got to be the front ones.
Yeah.
I still do pivot, but I have to do the forward pivot.
Yeah, to get in.
Sometimes it feels like I'm even doing like horizontal, like out.
Yeah.
And it like releases that pressure. So I'm like, ideally I almost want to go almost forward, but with that pivot at the front right line. Just because it If I go even slightly to the right, it might release it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I might almost want to like drive into you.
That's
and
right.
then the pivot really lets me clamping at my hand.
Yeah, I keep thinking of going around, but when I do, that releases to come in.
Almost try to step towards my center line.
Yeah, I need to drive in.
Yeah. So you've already turned me, and now it's easy for you to stick to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the football step Z instead of the drive around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I was too high up.
Yeah, I realized for a sec that you stopped doing the head one. You started doing it with your arm. Because like before when it was like your head going in the side, I was like, even if I do like florettes or like bobletties, I'm like, I'm not going to get you. The second I realized that you're moving your sword,
I was trying to bring this closer, but then I stopped thinking about head movement. I was thinking, I'll make sure that's high.
That's it, yeah.
But scratch
you
it.
did pull it back to the right area. So like the first one I couldn't get you, but then
This is when you try to adjust just one thing.
Once again, it's making you like half a beat behind in certain circumstances. It's making you think a little. But they're the right adjustments. If you just keep repeating it, it'll get rid of the lag.
Oh, one gives and the other doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. It's funny because you always hear gamers talk about like ping and lag.
Yeah.
It's just the martial arts lag of uploading the new information. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to bait it. But I didn't do enough with my legs. I was going forward, but I needed to change height. I was baiting this, and as you go for the shot. Yeah.
Right.
And I did the forward step and the hand. I didn't change levels. Because if I did that all at once, I would have ghosted. Once again, I did what you just did as well. I reacted too much with the arm, but I need my head to go under as well as me go up, as well as me step. Okay. I did that hand and the step. I didn't do the level change.
The thing I did was instead of, I've been trying to spine and then step in, which is 2 beats. I was doing just small X's and then coming through.
Yeah, nice.
So that...
You're almost doing like a slash and stab, but your slash is not the same line because you're doing the X principle to a stab.
So that kept it in motion instead of, the others I've been doing that.
It also means that you're reloading to your strength if you need to defend or something. So you have the option of, do I want to thrust or do I want to defend?
Well, that's why I was just so close, where the others were too far from you.
Yeah, we both had the right idea, I just messed up the timing.
That's all right.
Nice. But I like what you're doing with that scoop too. It's reloading back to up high, which once again, that was the issue with your knife. If you're doing stuff down here with Katana, as you got closer, you'd be getting hit. Once again, you're coming back to scratching your chin, knuckles on the head.
And a lot of my spines, if I don't get the step in. See, I think a lot of my spines, I'm doing that. And that is allowing you, I'm at the end of mine.
Some of the better, like what looks like clean shots was me expecting you to do, like when you've done like a fake stab at me or something. And I've done the spine and the step. And then as you've gone to go backwards, I've realized I can just do a crack. But I actually thought the stab was real. So I had to step with the spine. But now it's changed the range. Now other moves will work. So often, even if, like whether you do the attack or don't do the attack, it's a pretty good idea to still do the step with it.
I think so.
Because if it doesn't give you the opportunity on that one, I'll give it on the next.
I was trying to work out why my spines haven't been working. And I'm sure a lot of them, we're just out here and I'm trying that.
That's probably why it keeps going back to the top section a little bit more again. Because I think maybe you are doing it a little bit with the wrist.
Where if I stepped, that's already stronger, and now you have to address it up, down, whatever.
You have to almost wait for their attack as well.
Just wait.
Because if I go for your neck and then that now, because I've gone for it, now it's that low section. So I'm like, I think maybe you're going for it when my weapon's just out here. So I'm like, I'll do it a little bit. I'll test that. I do little like florette checks around.
So you can see how that can get messy.
Yeah, exactly.
They're okay like that.
Yeah.
But not to step in or do anything.
But even if you decided to turn your blade this way to go for me, I know if I pull this up to my chin, it should save me if I put it over my right shoulder. Yeah. So as you go from my neck here, that should pass it over. And if I turn, once again I can come in.
But if I step in deeper when I do it properly, at least now
I've
got
to change to a
and I've got a chance
and
to do
if I stay there and I haven't done any footwork and you did footwork there, now mine's collapsing because of your feet. Yeah, nice. Okay. Because we essentially did the same thing with the sword, brought it to the same height, but your feet made mine collapse. Yeah, nice.
Okay. Did you elbow me then or something? It felt like...
I think it was like punyo.
Oh, okay.
So I was here, and then you really like went down and under. Punyo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it didn't feel like the blade.
You cut my tricep maybe?
I
don't know.
It just felt like a bump more than a...
Yeah, well, it wasn't my elbow because otherwise it would cheese red.
Okay, must have been the punyo.
Yeah, it must. I think it was off the first bump. Yeah, and you know what? That probably means I've extended my hands too far. The punches come in. Probably need to get more with my legs.
And I needed to get lower.
Yeah, me
because
too.
if my head's in the middle here,
if I was lower, the shot that hit my tricep would have hit the bottom part of my blade. Yeah. So it would have been here instead of here.
I just got to get lower.
Yeah. Okay. But that tracks. Hands high. Stepping forward, getting lower, that was always the motto for everything. Yeah. So that's good. Once again, it's just confirming the principles we already know.
We know. Just got to apply it.
Yeah.
I lost everything then. And I extended, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, we're gonna get tipped forward and under the fence. I know it's big. And if they go for like a slash and stab, knowing that you've spread your weight. So if you go for a slash and stab under, you've got spines. It's slide to your hands. Once again, if you get that spine, don't go straight to the left.
No, hold on.
See if you can check those hands.
Hold on for a second.
Control before the kill. I messed up, but then recovered it somehow.
And I was just going, I'm not moving from under here.
But it's good. You actually popped back up, which then made me go for it again, but then gave me an opportunity to recover.
Yeah, I just went under.
That was interesting. In fact, you got low enough.
Yeah.
I almost vertically chopped the flat of your blade where your angle was off like by like 5-10 degrees. And it was like a seating parry, but less like that. And more just like guiding it.
You know what it was? It's the old, I should be behind the weapon.
Oh yeah.
When I'm here, I'm not behind it.
Yeah.
When I'm here, I'm behind it. And that's sitting perfect.
Yeah.
So,
let me go. Yeah.
So I was there and sitting here, so that allows you there. And
it almost let me guide into it. I realized because I was like in the middle there, I was like, oh, I can move that just slightly.
No, but it's
once again, if you had instead of that, just a slight angle.
Oh, just behind it.
Yeah.
I move my head and I'm behind.
Now I can't.
I'm behind.
Yeah. Before you were like 50-50 in the middle. Yeah. Now it looks like you're like 70-30, 70-30.
And it gives
you're not completely behind it because then you'd be stuck on one side. Yeah. But you're more committed to one side than the other. And it's really, you see this here, so this is the 30% side. Yeah. No, this is the 30% side.
And that's that extra beat that all I need is to turn. I've got time now. Exactly. Whereas if I'm here, the extra beat to get me here.
Yeah, it feels like a trap because you think 50-50 would be the most ambidextrous to each side. Yeah. But you almost have to commit to a side with your movement before. Yeah. Like, not overly commit, but you have to be on one side. Okay. Yeah, like you said, behind each other. Yeah. That's all.
No, I'm happy.
Yeah.
See now. Yeah.
I also just realised I'm getting way too just forward heavy. Like I'm still going for those entries. Yeah. But I was starting to only think about the entries, which is where I started to get hit on the hand and the head. Yeah. I was like, alright, go back to the star, add some lager, add some baits. And when you're thinking about the lager, baits and the footwork again, I'll re-enter.
Well, now I've leaned to here, I'm seeing all that there. Exactly. Whereas before I was a bit more up.
I'm just not trying to force anything.
Oh no.
And any time I realise I'm starting to get a focus, I just switch my focus purposely before they get a read on me or I get too zoned in on it. Yeah. You get tunnel vision in fighting with like techniques sometimes. I don't want to use that often. Your hands are down. I'm like, I'm going to decapitate you.
I just went, oh, this is all shit.
And your forward movement, once again, because you're stepping, you can get low. And you've just ducked it with your sword down. I'm like, oh, what? I got too excited, so I forgot what my follow-ups are going to be.
Yeah, that's not going to be my regular. Yeah. I just read everything's wrong.
Hey, you didn't cop it. I thought I had at least a temple.
Yeah, no, I actually went
I thought
blank.
I was going to copy like chin level, at least a loosey-loo.
Yeah.
And you just, nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow. Some movie
Gotta
shit.
get this. What's going on? That touch you?
Yeah, you lift my
oh, okay, that one.
Oh yeah. And once again, it's because you've gone for the entry. I've gone back and then I've gone, oh, I do want to do this, but it's made me want to re-enter.
That's what
you changed my focus to the corridor. Yeah. It made me stiffen up my head and not react quick enough in my hands because it's like, I'm re-entering, I'm doing this. Get ready to roll. Oh, I just got clipped because it was a fast move.
It reminded me of what I'd been doing.
Yeah.
Because I normally am like that, and then I walk in.
You changed my focus, then hit me was a third thing.
But also walked in with my face in the centre.
Yeah.
Whereas when I kept under and kept moving, I just didn't bring my head up.
Even if you're not sure what's going on, sometimes just going under.
Yeah.
And under just keeps you safe.
Yeah.
Once again, if it goes wrong, the spine's there to save you, or potentially it's a lock. Yeah. Because that's the other thing that can happen. Like everyone's more likely to go for the underneath, and we have to do the spine. Right. But sometimes they'll just do a big, like cut at my body.
Oh yeah.
And you have to almost lock it down and come through.
That's what I needed before, but I just was too far.
It also depends where your tip is and how loaded or out you are with the sword. But sometimes you're just stuck and you're like, I can't. So once again, really good though. That was nice. You really drew me by adding the pressure, then you pulled me out, and then you made my checkers for defense fall off. All from footwork and changing ranges.
Well, I felt, you know when you said feel safe?
Yeah.
I thought if I keep my head down and stay there, I'll let you do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas before...
Once again, draw the strike out, but make sure you're safe first.
Yeah. Where before, mainly when we've bumped, I've tried to exit to here. And usually the head's
you staying in gave you a massive advantage. That made a big difference.
Yeah.
You going backwards is let me either chase and then dominate and clamp you, or if it's detached enough, get some kind of whippy sniper shot at you afterwards, and you literally just turn it back on me. Nice.
But it seems like human nature, when you can't see, follow it, to have a look.
Yeah.
And that's where I've been getting hit. Like it's push, where is he?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's when you're
doing stuff and you're almost blocking your own vision. You know, I'll just look over the fence.
I'll just go, where is he for the minute? And
every time sniper shot. Nice. Alright, let's switch out from the shot. You just it. But honestly, man, I think you transferred the footwork and the head movement really well. Still don't know how you ducked at the heading shot.
No, that was...
Well, I think it's once again because you're already stepping, you're already getting off the line with your head, and because you're stepping, you're able to just lunge a little deeper, which made you lower.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Once again, if you're in motion.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have time to think, I was just going to get hit.
That's it. But no, you transferred that really well. Going from knife to katana is really hard.
Yeah.
All right.